Thea Daniels with R.A.W.Vlogcast, where I talk with real people who are authentic and willing to share their passion. Simply the coolest people in the world. Vince Lee, Sophie Lord at Gator by the Bay. So, you two, listen to their accents. What brought you to Gator by the Bay?
Well, Vince has been away of Gator by the Bay for quite a long time. I came out to America for a month on holiday last year. Vince put me in touch with some of his San Diego friends, said you've got to hook up with these guys. So I came to Gator by the Bay last year. I was sending him loads of videos of all the amazing stuff happening, all the amazing music and lovely people telling tales about all the lovely people we met here, and we were like, we've got to come here next year. I used it as a reconnaissance mission for this year to come over, and this year we're playing it, so couldn't be happier about that.
You gave her some good advice.
Yeah. I know a few people who are connected.
Yeah. He always gives me good advice.
Now you guys are going up on Sunday?
Yeah.
In the afternoons?
Yeah.
At what time?
We're at 3:10 on the Bayou Grove stage.
Yeah.
Okay, so
For
if you're hearing
50 minutes.
this, for 50 minutes.
Yeah.
50-minute show.
50.
Yeah.
They came all the way here to Gator by the Bay for a 50-minute show.
Yeah,
Come
we
on
did.
down and show them some love.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so obviously you guys have some pretty heavy accents going on, and you play the blues.
Mm-hmm.
Who inspired you?
Well, I've been playing for over 40 years, and I'm inspired by a lot of people from this area, really. Southern California is really where the music I like comes from. So people like T-Bone Walker and Pee Wee Creighton, lots of great guitar players that I can't go on forever about it. But so it feels very good to be here at last, because it's my first trip to America. Obviously Sophie's been a few times before because she's got more connections, but I really didn't. I just keeping my nose to the ground, keep playing the blues in the UK and all over Europe, and I never made it to the States. So it's good to finally be here.
You are now.
Yeah.
So you're spreading the blues all over the place. Coming on back
Yeah, we've been all over doing that for a long time, and hooked up with Sophie about a year ago. We've known each other for about 12 years, but Sophie was living in London. She came back to live in our hometown, which is Plymouth. And as soon as she did, we hooked up together, and now we're a couple. And we had a lot of success by putting videos up on YouTube and Facebook, getting a lot of people's interest. Some of our videos are over 1 million views now, and we're turning people onto the blues all over the world. And so if you want to check us out at some point, check me out on Facebook, Vince Lee Blues Guitarist, or on YouTube as well. We've got all of our playlists there. We do country blues, electric blues, surf music, Eastern music, Turkish music, whatever, anything that's a bit wacky and kind of Americana influenced, so you can check us out on there.
Yeah.
And you play, sing?
So I'm a bass player for my sins. That's my very quick story about San Diego, which I'm sure you appreciate, and Gator by the Bay Festival specifically. I've been an electric bass player for 13 years, and in England, people tend to play electric bass, but they don't necessarily play the upright bass. And it was actually, first of all, it was Vince who's helped me get on the upright bass finally after years of not doing it. But I came to Gator by the Bay last year, and I talked to a lot of bass players here, and they all kind of inspired me and gave me a kick to go, why are you not doing it? And now I've actually played several gigs over here on an upright bass now, a year later. So I can't, between Vince and Gator by the Bay, I can't really thank him enough for that. It's changed my life.
All in 1 year.
All in 1 year, yeah.
So they're making music together, and all in 1 year, she's playing the upright bass.
Struggling with it.
Trying, but doing it.
She's doing all right. People love her the way she plays it all over the world. She gets comments all day long about how good she is.
Aww.
I'm still trying.
She's very, she doesn't like to boast.
That's a really good story, though. So you keep trying, you keep coming back.
Yep.
There's a whole lot of something about passion in there.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about that?
Well, I consider myself very lucky to do something that I love, and get to meet. The thing is with music, you get to travel with it, meet loads of amazing like-minded people. Obviously there are struggles with it, but the passion of it keeps you going through, and you continue to persevere. I mean, I've been playing not as long as Vince, but I've been playing a long time, and I've had my turbulent patches of it, but I've always come back to it because I can't live without it. It's particularly the blues stuff, and it's funny because Vince was one of my biggest inspirations when I was young, so it's nice to be here with him now.
She used to come to you when she was a teenager.
Yeah. Here I am now. So
You made an impression.
Well,
But I waited till she was 30.
Yeah, I'm 31 now, so we're all good. But yeah, big inspiration. So it's lovely to be back full circle now at Gator by the Bay, and we've got such a lovely warm welcome from people here. Peter Oliver, Rick Lee, our dear friend who's on drums. He's a badass.
He's a San Diego.
He's legend.
Yeah,
He's
a legend. Yeah, he's an institution.
Terrific.
Yeah.
He's a great drummer.
Bayou Brothers is his band.
Bayou
and,
Brothers.
yeah,
Okay.
he's
They play Zydeco
yeah.
and great blues. And
Yeah.
And his name one more time?
Rick Lee.
Rick Lee. Keep an
Yeah.
eye
Not-
out for
he's
him
no
down here.
relation, but he keeps calling me cousin Vince
The Lee,
because we're
both
both
Lees.
called Lee.
Okay.
Vince Lee, Rick Lee.
I'll roll with it.
Yeah, it's all right.
People seem to dig
America,
it.
England, it's all pretty connected, isn't it? So
Yes,
you
it
know.
is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me a fun story. I don't know, maybe a love story about you two kind of going, hey, or something wild and crazy that's happened out since
Well,
you two
you
been
know,
together.
What time of
Well-
day is it? No,
Well, we've had a good old trip around. We've been in the States now for nearly 3 weeks, and we've been all over the place, man. We've played with some of our favourite musicians that we look up to and been inspired by, and we're on a road trip and having fun. We came as a holiday, but it's turned into a working holiday really, because we played a lot of gigs and we've gotten to play to some cool people, and got a lot of respect from people. It's been really cool.
yeah.
Really cool. So, I mean, obviously a few crazy things have happened along the way, but I'm not going to go too deeply into that.
I'll
It's
tell
been
you.
pretty cool.
I'll tell you an unrelated crazy thing if you like.
Yes, yes.
I'll tell the Ronnie Scott story.
Yeah,
before,
go on.
'cause- So my mentor is a bass player back in England that nobody over here necessarily would know, but there was a song called Hit Me With Your Rhythm Stick in the late 70s by a band called Ian During the Blockheads. Anyway, I'm partly doing this to embarrass Norman because he deserves to be embarrassed. But anyway, so the bass player of Ian During the Blockheads is my mentor. And there's a very famous jazz club in London called Ronnie Scott's. And one night, Norman went in there, me and Norman went in there to watch the Average White Band. And the Average White Band is a friend, that band are friends of Norman. Anyway, long story short, Norman ends up starting a fight in there because somebody asked me to dance with him. He was a little bit drunk. Anyway, we get kicked out. The next week we tried to go back there, and Norman's very famous in England as as a bass player and a very well-known
they know
musician.
him.
Yeah, we go in there. He plays that club all the time, and when we try and go in, all our friends get in and they say, "I'm really sorry, guys, but you're actually barred." So we're banned from Ronnie Scott's, thanks to Norman, who is 72, by the way. He's a 72-year-old man, and he got me at 18 barred from Ronnie Scott's. So thanks, Norman.
Oh,
And if you want-
Norman!
So there you go. Norman Watroy, check him out.
These are the ups and the downs of being in the music business.
That's it.
Okay, how can we follow you guys?
Yeah. So check us out on Facebook, Vince Lee, blues guitarist.
Okay.
We got lots of videos of me and Soph playing old blues music, and people seem to dig it. We're getting a lot of good response from that. So you should
Yeah.
come and check that out,
Yeah.
and see where we're playing.
Yeah.
We've got some cool gigs coming up, not just here, but obviously back at home in the UK.
Yeah.
We've got lots of stuff going on all summer. Check us out. It's fun stuff going on,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
interesting things.
Okay.
And come see us on Sunday as well,
Yeah,
over
yeah.
the road.
Oh, yes.
You know.
Yeah, definitely.
Fingers crossed
Maybe
next year.
you can add that to
return.
the end of your video.
Yeah, there you go. Come
Or a little
down on
bit of it at
Sunday.
least.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's going to be on the beginning.
Oh,
Alright.
yeah. get
Almost
on.
the end and the end
Thank
of the
you.
video.
Thank you.
Sweet.
Thank you guys so much.
That's lovely.
Thank you.
Enjoy
It's
the
lovely
rest
to
of the event, and then when
Thank
you get
you.
on up there, just bring on the blues the
Oh,
way
yeah.
you do.
That's
what
it.
a sweet story.
Thank you.
What a sweet story. Cheers,
Cheers.
everybody.
See you. Thanks.